What is today? The 26th?
Hello, I'm Jessica.
I'm Jeanette.
And we are So Sweet Quilt Shop in Brunswick, Missouri. And Mom wants to tell you the date.
Yes, it's 10/26 on Wednesday, 2022.
2022, okay. So today we're going to do our projects, so our quilty chat. Is that what we call it now? Can't remember. It's been a week, we've been off a week, so we're like lost on what we're supposed to do.
Whatever we want to share, it's cross stitching and quilting.
Yeah, a little bit of cross stitching, a little bit of quilting. And so we encourage you to get yourself a notebook and write down 8 items or more or less, whatever. Just write some projects down. Just a nice way to stay focused in your sewing room so you know what you're working on, you know what you need to work on next. I know when I have too much going on in there, I'm overwhelmed by everything. So it's a good way to, kind of stay focused. So anyway, we are a quilt shop. So if anything we show you we have in the shop, we will let you know that. Depending on when you're watching this, it might be a long time from when the video is put up. So you can always call the shop, and our phone number's in the description, or you can send us a message. We get back to messages on Facebook a lot faster, and our Facebook link is also in the description. So anyway, you can reach out and see if we still have it. Anything else? That's it?
No, I think it's it.
All right, well, we'll get started. You can go first.
Okay. Binding totally done. Where's that quilt? Oh, it's behind me. Again. All right, first one on my list I can't find. All right, I showed this quilt completed, but now I do have the binding on. And it's washed and dried.
Wow.
So it's super soft.
I love it when they're
I
washed.
do too. This is the Grand Star, which is a free pattern through
Robert Kaufman. And on our Friday live shopping, we've done some layer cake when we gave away that pattern, but you can go print it, and it's, Mom said, Grand Star. But yeah, it's just really cool, and it's big.
That's like 70, I want to say 74 by 74. It is a square quilt, but it does use almost all of your layer cake. So it's a great way if you've been saving a layer cake and you don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, because it really showcases the fabric.
Yeah, so it is ready to be gifted, because I'm going to give this to somebody for Christmas. I don't want to tell you how many Christmas quilts I have, but it is my favorite fabric to sew with, is Christmas fabric.
Yeah, so you're going to give that one away.
I'm going to give that one away.
All right, so my item is here. So we do a year of smalls, and I thought while you were away, I'm like, I don't know that we have anything for November, so I come up with something.
I do have one, but that's okay.
We'll do it for December, I guess.
Yeah.
So this is going to be, this is the pattern, and there's going to be a boy-girl version, and I'm doing the girl.
Oh, I love the fabric.
So here's the little fabric. So I've got the square started.
Some little 4 patches.
Yeah, so you just do 4 patches, really, really simple. And then this is going to be the sashing pieces.
Oh, I like that too.
And then here's the borders. And I cut the borders so the dogs
run the right way.
So here's the top and bottom ones.
Oh, how cute is that?
That'd be so cute. So this is the girl version, this is the boy. And then the girl just has more pink. So like this is going to be pink.
Still puppy dogs, but
it's the same line, just some more pinks. And I didn't bring the kit over, but anyway, I've got started.
And that finish is 42 by 42.
Yeah, so a little baby quilt.
What color do you do the binding?
The binding
probably is included.
It is, and I just forgot to bring it, but I think the binding's in this darker blue color. Yeah, I think so. I can't remember though.
That's cute. Okay. I have my Pilaf kit quilt, which I'm pronouncing it maybe wrong, but
you're doing it confidently, so.
Pilaf.
If you just say it with confidence, everyone believes you.
This is a Villa Rose pattern, which we love our Villa Rose patterns.
So you have it done.
I have it done. I added, 2 weeks
maybe
ago.
Maybe our quilter could get it done today.
So I added borders on it. I talked about it, I think, 2 weeks ago, but I don't think I had them on. But they're on. So now that makes this quilt like 70, I think it's 72 by 80.
Yeah, it's good size.
Yeah, that border is directional. So if you are wanting the kits, I cut the the left and right hand sides for you, so it would be going all the right direction.
Right. That's so nice.
Then, because I have a brother in mind for this, I went ahead and pieced the backing, and it's flannel.
Ooh. Love
That
it.
mammoth flannel, which is just
dreamy.
wonderful. And
So
it's
we
got
have
that
the
grunge-
kits, we have the border kit, and
we did when I left. I've been gone a week, so I'm
I
assuming
think
we
so.
still have it.
yeah, and then I think we have that flannel too.
Yeah, and I used a green grunge in there as that inner border.
Oh, I forgot this
So yeah,
one.
I made it a lot bigger. And so it's just very manly to me. I mean, not that a woman wouldn't like it too, but it's definitely got that woodsy look to it.
Yep. I think the line's actually called woodsy or outdoorsy,
Yeah, or
maybe.
something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so Mom was gone for a week, and she goes to quilt shops if she can. You know, we all do that.
Yes. And
So
I
Mom
went
brought me
just
some
one.
charm packs.
One in a week is all I did, so that's pretty good for me.
Yeah. I'm so excited, and she got me 4 of them.
So I wanted to have options.
Yeah, so I could make a quilt. I could make 4 table runners.
Yeah.
I could do all
Yeah,
kinds
we had
of
a lot
things.
of cute, well, she's got that book that's all done with charm squares, or 5-inch squares.
Oh yeah, and really in there you should have 4.
For have a quilt of any size, you really need about at least 4 to get, you know, a lap size.
Yeah, so I'm excited, and the line
Yeah,
is so pretty.
it
Unruly Nature, Ruby Star.
And it's got a little copper or something
I
in it.
saw that,
every
yeah,
once
kind
in
of
a
a
while.
gold metallic copper color.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's fun.
Okay, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze.
Oh, bless you. Goodness.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about it. I'm gonna go grab this pattern because I forgot it at home.
Okay. So my next one is my October, I think it's called Year of Celebrations. Did we finally get this one in while I was gone?
Yeah, it's here.
So it's the Season 2 Hands-On Design Year of Celebrations. So I have October done. Not fully finished, but the stitching's done. Cute. Look at the little October. You see the little faces on the pumpkin, and the pumpkin's white, which is kind of nice for a change. And I stitched it on a 28 count. I think it's called Vintage Mocha, maybe. So 2 threads over 2.
Very nice.
Cute.
It is really cute. Yeah. So we did get the pattern in while you were away.
Good deal.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna show cross stitch this pattern, the lion and the lamb. I've been working on, and I've actually got some more stitching.
You've got a
done.
lot done since I've seen it last.
I can't remember what direction it goes.
I think it's like that.
Maybe. So anyway, making progress on the flowers. Been trying to stitch a little bit every day.
And we still have this pattern in.
Yes.
It is my TV time, so it's kind of sad to say out loud. You watch TV 2 hours every night?
Yes. Yes.
Pretty
and
much.
If you don't like it, just.
And so I stitched during that time. Now I have, you know, it's still not caught up on all my bindings. I still have at least 2 quilts I need to put binding on.
I've been doing a lot of binding too.
But I had 5 quilts at one time, so I've made a little bit of dent, but yet I know I have some in line to be quilted, so the binding will continue to go on. That never stops.
Yep.
All right, so I also started a new cross stitch, so why not?
Yes. Why not?
While I was gone on my little vacation, I started a new one. And this one is called, I think the heck out of it.
Hey, I love this.
I do too. I'm going to talk about that. Winter Cometh, and it is by what is that by? Summer House Stitch Works. So they also have one that's spring cometh. They may have one fall and all that, but anyway, I'm doing the winter one. But I have to talk about this little gadget.
I took one home. I really like
I
mine.
took one home too.
So it's magnetic, so you can put it on the back of your
Pattern.
Your pattern.
So it's called a stitch tracker. So you can see I had it on the pattern.
It
This goes
the whole
behind.
pattern, but
Oh, shoot.
it's fine though. I'm just gonna cover it up for a little bit.
So you put this on the back and this on the front, and it snaps together, and then it just moves wherever you want it to. So, you know, when you're watching TV or you're talking on your cell phone while you're trying to stitch,
You don't lose your
you don't
count.
lose your count. You're in that little window stitching all the time.
It is, I have mine, my chart is on a really, like a piece of paper, and so you can't slide it around very well.
Like that
But I can see, on a stronger cardboard, you can really slide it around.
Anyway, it's called a stitch tracker. It is something we sell here. We'll probably talk about
lots of colors. You have the aqua, and I have the burgundy color, but we'll show them on Friday.
We'll show them on Friday.
Yeah.
But anyway, I have made great progress on that while I've been gone.
Because of the stitch tracker.
No, I can't say that. But look at that. Isn't that pretty?
That's really cool.
So when you look at the pattern, that
and your
brown color looks green, but it's really more brown.
Yeah, and your floss is hand-dyed?
Nope, DMC called 4 colors. Only takes 3 colors.
That's really neat.
Yeah, I like it.
Very cool. Okay, so I did get a quilt top finish. This is a really quick one. So we have these kits.
Oh, that's pretty.
We have these kits in the shop, and we did a boy-girl. So this is the boy one. And it's the birds. I can't think of the line.
Paradise?
Jungle Paradise. Anyway, just really quick, uses fat quarters.
Oh, and it really showcases the fabric. Oh, how pretty is that? That'd be cute with some little minky on the back.
Yeah, so if you have someone that's doing safari, like in safari themed animals and such, that's a great one.
That's a great one. That is really cute.
Done.
Sweet. Okay, I'm going to show you another cross stitch. This must be a cross stitch kind of day for me. I took Sir Dandy with me on my trip, but I didn't get much done with it because, you know, I wanted to start something new. So there he is, Sir Dandy. And I just got a little bit of stitching done on him. This right in here.
It's cute.
But he's so close. Look how cute he is. Very cute. And the colors are very kind of muted.
And you're using silks.
And I'm using silks. And it's the NPI called for silks. So, moving right along.
Yeah.
And feel how soft this cloth is.
I know, we've talked about this. I've got on to try to set up with them, but anyway.
So that's a whole
not much in order, not much in stock.
Yes.
Okay, so next up this is the Jen Kingwell Tropicana quilt that I showed a while back, and it's quilted, so it's ready for binding.
Ready for binding. Another binding. Oh, that turned out so pretty.
Yes.
Get this chair out of the way. Oh, I love it.
So the pattern is called Tropicana, and it's just use the layer cake.
Is that her newest layer cake? No.
No, this is one that I had.
Well, it's got bright colors in it.
But we have a layer cake that would work for this.
That's bright like that. That's the reason I thought maybe it was the new one.
Yeah, so use the layer cake, and then this, wherever you see the black, is an additional yardage.
It's called Lolly.
And I used her lollies, but you wouldn't have to.
No, so you see that line in there ever so often, because Lollies is like 8 different varieties of the same kind of colorway, but it has that line that separates them.
And I just don't worry about the line. I just sewed it right in.
But to me, it just adds a little more movement to your whole quilt. No fussing about that.
No, and the quilt design is called Baptist Fan. It's hard to see, but I love the design.
I don't think you can see it any better on the back either. Maybe a little better. It's pretty a busy background too. So
it's a design we have here in the shop. It stitches out really nice.
Really nice. I've seen it done on many different.
Kind of like the traditional Baptist fan, but a little more modern version. How they connect together.
Yes,
it's neat.
All right, I'm going to show you. I actually got a little bit of quilting done when I got home. When I was away for a week, I really missed my sewing machine. So there is the pattern called Celebrations, and it is a store sample, so of course I like it. That's the reason I'm making it, but it is a kit that we have available. And I have done it all in Christmas prints. So number one, I got all the pretty stacks cut. And then I started making the 4 patches. So yeah,
it's all Christmas, but it's a more of a muted Christmas.
Well, it's a unique Christmas.
Yeah,
number one, it has llamas in it.
Yeah.
So here's the other little stack. So where you see those big squares are 8-inch squares. So we've got, look at this print.
So pretty. It's got a little bit of gold in there.
A little bit of speckle in it. So course, that's what I've added for my chain, where you see theirs being dark. Mine is a light gray speckled. You kind of see that. I don't know, it looks really bright in the screen. Let's see if I can show you another really pretty print of the llama. That's what I want to show you. Look how cute those stinking llamas are.
They're so cute.
So you don't even think about a llama being Christmas, but it goes with all the other prints. And then you have
I guess maybe it depends on where you live. You might think of a llama being Christmas.
And then those are nutcrackers, right?
Nutcracker. Yeah, we call them soldiers one time, but
Nutcrackers.
kind of like nutcracker
Anyway,
soldiers.
hopefully by next Wednesday, I'll be even closer to having some of the more piecing done, but I
Yay.
really did enjoy it.
Okay, so I'm gonna brag on my daughter.
Oh, yes.
She's at school, so she can't be watching, but
Or she'd probably be aggravated. You're talking about me?
no, she told me to share her progress. Okay, so
This is all in color.
she's been into cross stitch.
Because she is a serious TV watcher, let me tell you.
Yeah,
And it's working for her too, to
Yeah,
sit
she's
and
boom.
stitch while she's watching TV.
Yeah, so anyway, she is working on the Biddy Barns.
So that's spring and summer.
Yeah, the pattern we have here in the shop. And look at her progress.
Look at the yellow is so pretty stitched on.
And I think this is a
20 count.
25.
25
I
count.
think it's a 25 count because I usually graph it for her and she wanted to try something smaller, so it's hard
And no
to
graphing.
graph. It's hard to graph when you get small like that. So that's one of her projects.
So
and then,
cute.
you know, she's a true addict like us. She started 2.
Or 3. I need 3.
So the next one is
Oh, it's so cute.
the yellow polka dot bikini weenies.
Oh, because she's highlighting when she gets it done.
Yeah, so she'll highlight as she goes. And this one I did graph because it was like 18 count, I think. But anyway, she's got a little progress in there too. When you're graphing, you can kind of jump around like that because you just count over.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder to do when you're not graphing.
I hadn't even thought about that, but yeah, if you're graphing, you've got the same color in your needle, you could jump over.
You can jump around, yeah.
I'd say that's at least 16 count.
Yeah, I don't really know, but
I'm so proud of her to jump in and
yeah, every
to
night.
go. I
she'll
remember
be-
her asking me a lot of questions about 2 threads and you jump over 2, 2 over 2. And
That's what she's doing on here.
she's accomplished it.
Yeah.
And I see a little of her lovely cat hair on that yellow.
She's got some cats that live in
Use
her
a little
room.
lip brush on that, Clara.
They don't really live in her room. I mean, their stuff is not in her room, but
But they like to hang out in her
they
room.
hang out in her room most of the time.
Okay. Oh, gonna show you another. We're talking about having, 3
A lot of cross
plus
stitch.
going. I don't have any Christmas ones going. Look, it's all in color. This one I would like to do. I want to do all the little ornaments and even the little pillows, which I think I would make into ornaments instead of little pillows
So
like
have a
they have.
whole tree that's just cross stitch ornaments.
I could do that. There's a plan.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is kind of a modernist. It's called Tiny Modernist. It's the designer, and it's called Santa and Friends.
Look
And
at the little sloth.
it has the little Mary Slothmas on the bottom. And then they have llamas for Christmas with little lights hanging on their necks. I think it's so cute.
Yeah.
And so she's got on the back, it's DMC called for, or Anchor, but we don't carry Anchor. DMC, most everybody has DMC.
Yeah.
So it looks really fun. Look how beginning, it even tells you how to get started.
Yeah, so beginner friendly too.
Beginner friendly too. Okay. I think those are cute. I'm gonna put those up.
Get those started. Okay, so we cut the basket. I'd like to make this.
Oh, how pretty.
So this is the pattern, and I made her ghost quilt a few years back. So these are the bats. And of course we couldn't do our bats all black. We picked fun colors.
Look at that. That'd
So
make
the
the
bats.
cutest Halloween quilt.
Yes, look at that. So those are the bats. Here's the background.
Ooh, that's fun too.
Yeah. I think that would be so awesome. If you can't really see on there.
On the
but
back, you can kind of see their background has a little pattern
a
in
little gray in it. So that's why we picked that. And then the bats. And then here's the binding.
Binding's fun too. So this is a modern Halloween.
A modern bat Halloween.
And the quilt is 54 by 69.
So it's a good size.
Good size.
Yeah.
And we have seen these over several of the girls sewing in the retreat area here. We're making those. It's like, okay, we want to make that now.
Yeah. And her patterns are, they're easy to follow, done in color. The bats don't look hard. And there's a lot of
good size, really.
Yeah, they're pretty good size, and yeah, be quick.
Be a quick sew.
Kind of quick. But
You gotta sew. You gotta cut. I think cutting sometimes is my. It's like,
Hang
oh, I have to cut it. I don't want to gut it.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to share some of my treasures I purchased on vacation too. And I'm going to give a little shout out to the actual shop. Look how cute they packaged that, Jessica.
It's so
It's
cute.
got their little label on it. It's People, Places, and Quilts from Summerville, South Carolina. And the owner was there the day I was there. And she just talked me up and we just had a good old conversation. I was probably there an hour. But her kit is actually a pillow, but she's got all the buttons. She has 2 needles, all your floss,
Wow.
and then your patterns in there to trace. And then she's even got the, instead of using shape flex, they use muslin for the back of their pillow. But how cute is that?
So did she design the pattern?
No?
No, someone else's
Well,
design.
I say that, but maybe she did. I don't know. I don't
But
really
she's
say
just,
it.
it is. People, Places, and Quilts.
Okay, so they designed it, so it's just so cute.
Yeah, so
And
cute.
then I got, of course, other things. Look at that cute little pattern.
That's sweet.
And this one you can't even appreciate online, but in her store, it was called the Carolina Bridal Quilt. And I was in South Carolina, so of course I had to have it. But it was so pretty. It's just all neutrals pieced together, and then they've done a little bit of a green vine with berries through one end of it. This was another local designer in South Carolina, so they had a lot of this lady's patterns. And then, of course, I had to buy fabric. And I'm always drawn to something I don't have. So this is a jelly roll. It's called Noel by Edita Sitar for Laundry Basket Quilts.
My mom's thinking we should start carrying her stuff.
Because
So.
I'm always drawn to her when I go to other shops. So I had to buy a jelly roll. Don't even know what I'm going to make with it. And I got
Some
3 yards of
yardage.
this because this is my favorite print. I mean, who doesn't? Doesn't that look like South Carolina to you?
Yeah, look at this.
And then I got 5 yards of that because I'm thinking
The little
backing.
detail and the bird and the, where do I see the bee at?
Yeah, there's a little bee in
Oh
there.
yeah, there's a little bee.
And then it's just got a little bit, I mean, it's not crazy in your face Christmas, but it's called
Oh, and
Noel.
look at the little snail.
I just love it. So I thought this beautiful print has to be on the back of a quilt. It's just so pretty.
It is really
So I did went ahead and got 5 yards of that. Most of the time that's going to do a nice lap size. Even if you'd have to add a little bit, you could do a solid through there. And then I just love that one. I got 3 yards out.
Yeah, very pretty.
Because I don't even know what I'm going to make. I thought, well, maybe this could be the focus. That could be the patches. I don't know.
All right, so I guess I'll show this since you found your 8.
That was my 8.
Okay, so this is another kit that we put together that I think would be awesome to make. It's a black and white quilt. So we had this quilt, this fabric in the shop, I don't know, a couple years ago. And then this new line came out, and this would be perfect to replace those.
Also, it's not even the same.
It's not the same. So we have Create, and then we have Dream. So those would go in place of where you see those panels, and then on the bottom where there's that big flower, you could just cut this whole thing out and put it there.
Ooh, like that big, we're going to have 4 patches.
Yeah, I
That
think
is a
that'd be
cute
really
idea.
cool. So that panel, and then here's all the fabrics. It uses a layer cake, but we just cut 10-inch strips, so you would just cut them up and
Piece them as you like.
piece them as you like. Yeah, all black, whites, and grays, and then we included some black and white. You may have to, you know, go around the panels to make them the right size with
To
the
fit this
white.
pattern.
To fit the pattern with the white.
And that says that in here.
And we got included some extra instructions for it. But anyway, I think it'd be so fun.
Yes, and this quilt finishes 57 by 71.
Just good size.
So that would make a great wedding or graduation.
Yeah, and Jackie made that one, and she said it's a really quick sew.
Yeah, the flying geese look like they'd be the most, and not
Time
that they're
consuming.
hard.
Yeah, but not that they're hard, and there's not really even very many of
Many
them.
of them. Fun, fun.
All right, that'd be fun.
Yes.
And I have been still, if you follow me on Instagram or on our Facebook group, cutting up scraps in my room. It's taking up a lot of time. I'm trying to spend a little time every day dealing with that tote that, you know, you just keep throwing stuff
You
in.
Squish. That's what I do.
And then it's overflowing and some of it's falling on the floor, but I can finally see the bottom of it. So I cut them into 2.5-inch squares, 1.5-inch squares, 5-inch squares, and then 1.5 and 2.5-inch strips. And then I always have some kind of scrap project I am cutting for.
So you put them in the containers as you go.
Yeah, so I just put them, and I don't sort them by color. Some people do, but I don't. And so if I
think once you cut them up, I mean, that's my opinion. Not that I'm right, but once you cut them up into those squares or strips, why would you separate them in color?
I think, why would you do
right.
that?
Now, some people like to organize their scraps by color. That's way before they're cut up.
Before they even cut them up.
So you just have a container of greens and a container of reds.
Which may be better, really. Maybe something to consider.
Yeah, I think it works either way. The whole goal is to use them.
That is the purpose, is to actually use them.
So
and
whatever
not just,
works for you, or a combo of the two.
I one lady on when I posted it, because I've been sharing my pictures as I go. But anyway, she said, I donate all my scraps. I did my mission, or my commitment is I never cut them up. I'm like, well, I should maybe let some of it go.
She does occasionally, but not very often.
Yeah, every once in a while I'll have a bag. It's like, oh, just sneak that off to the donation.
Yeah, and I bring them into the shop.
Sometimes we'll cut them up.
Yeah,
here.
remember we filled up probably 12
scrap bags,
gallon bags of scraps, and then we sell them in our clearance room here. Which we ought to do that maybe on our live shopping, a scrap bag.
Yeah,
would you guys like that?
From Mom's stash.
From my stash, or just from So Sweet?
Or my stash. I could let some of mine go. But anyway, I'm almost to the bottom of my bucket, but that's taken me a lot of time in my sewing room, so I feel like I haven't really got a lot of sewing because I've been cutting. But anyway, I'm getting there. All right, that's it. We'll see you.
Quit rambling.
Yeah.
We will see you on Friday morning live shopping on our Facebook page.
So, all right.
Have a great day. Bye.